So if you stumbled upon this video and you're a first-time father in his first year, I think this video can help you. I'm a father of three, and I've gone through the first year of fatherhood 3 times. And I know the mental anguish it can have on the mind. And I know when I went through it, I had questions that I sometimes kept to myself and would never address internally. And it made fatherhood a lot more difficult. 5 years into my fatherhood journey now, I have a 5-year-old son, a 3-year-old daughter, and just recently a almost 1-year-old daughter now. And I think at this point in my life, I have the experience, I have the maturity, and I have the time to make these videos addressing some of those questions that I think can really help a new dad out there who is struggling in their first year. So how much sleep deprivation is too much? With my first son, early on, at least the first few weeks, he wasn't sleeping that well. I remember both of us, just looked at each other and just said, "Yeah, this is so hard, right?" I think it's easy to say now, and it's easy to admit now, but back then, we were hurting, right? We we just couldn't really adjust to the lack of sleep. And one day I saw my wife, and she just looked disheveled, and you know, um, she gave me a hug and just said, "This is so hard." And at that point, I felt I needed to take some action, right? And so we thought we had picked the perfect bassinet, and it didn't work, right? Or at least it didn't work to our satisfaction. So we did two things, right? We have a dog, and so we asked for my in-laws to just look after the dog for a while, right? Just give us a bit of a break, take one thing off of our list to do. And the second thing that I did was I went to go pick up this kind of smart bassinet called the Snoo, and it's expensive. And I was fortunate enough to have the means to buy it because it helped so much, right? It made our son sleep the full night by 10 weeks. And sometimes you just gotta, when you feel your partner hurting, you just have to try to find a way, right? And it worked, right? And it worked so well. And it didn't work for my two other kids as well, but at least for the first one, that's when we were at our worst, right? That's when we were at each other's throats, and we weren't taking care of ourselves, and laundry wasn't getting done, and we're eating poorly just because the sleep was that bad, right? And so sometimes when you go into fatherhood, you think you have the perfect plan, and then like you get punched in the face, right? Like Mike Tyson says, and you have to change. You have to let your ego go, and for us that meant asking for help from our in-laws to look after our dog, and that meant trying to find another bassinet that would work, right? Because we needed a bit of help, right? And that's the thing, right? Like this bassinet would calm the baby down and soothe it if it detected noise. And one could look at that and say, that's taking the easy way out, and you're not the one soothing your child. But I don't know. Sometimes you just need to, when it's affecting your daily routine and it's affecting your daily life, and you're not doing well mentally, all because of sleep, you get desperate. And for us, it was just picking up that bassinet just to give us a bit of a boost, right? Just give us a bit of confidence because we were down in the dumps, and yeah, it wasn't a pretty sight, and yeah, let our ego go. Say, hey, you know what? We need something that uses technology and is a smart sleeper and is able to kind of do some legwork for us, right? While we adjust to this new life. And so I would say, sleep is one of the most important things, and you should budget some lack of sleep, but when it starts affecting your whole life, and you should let your ego go and get some help, right? Whether that be asking your in-laws to help out from time to time, or make you meals, and in our case it was just take the dog, or look for another solution with sleep, right? Whether it's the sleeper or maybe a bassinet that can give you guys an extra hand, because there's no pride in doing it all yourself, right? That's one thing I've learned, is that it just take a village to raise a baby. It's just not me and my wife. It's my parents, it's my wife's parents, it's my siblings, it's daycare, right? Like, you think when you're a dad you got to do it all, but that's not the case, right? That's not the case at all. And those first early experiences for me, just trying to get help through technology, right? Through the smart sleeper, and asking my in-laws. I was just looking back on it now. It was, I have to let my pride go and just realize that there's no use forcing it, right? Like, no use doing it all on your own, right? You can still be a good dad and not try to do it all, right? Get the help you need, whatever it may be, right? Um, yeah, because you're gonna need a lot of it, right? It gets easier, but because you get better at it, but in the beginning it's the hardest, and so you got to do what you got to do to get the help that you need. So don't feel like you have to just live through it, right? In some aspects you do, but in today's day and age, there's some solutions out there that can help you out. So good luck out there.